Hi everyone. Hello and welcome to Snap 2025. This is the last lab for Snap 2025. My name is Abhilasha and I'm taking you through various topics related to Snap. So today, of course, is vocabulary. This is session number 1. We are going to be doing synonyms, antonyms, some fillers and some compound words. All of these are topics that come in your exam. If I am audible and visible, can you give me a quick yes or no? Am I audible? Am I visible? Give me a quick yes. Also remember to hit like, share and subscribe. Like and share, of course, because that helps the algo. And of course, subscribe because you wish to be part of the chat and therefore. And also, if you wish to get notification, do hit the bell icon. So all of that, yes. Hi, all of you. Can you give me a yes or no if you are here? Hi, Abhigyan. Wonderful. Good to have you. Others? So today's session, vocabulary 1, we discuss synonyms, antonyms, fillers, and compound words. Of course, all of these are different types of things that your exam will test for you. So we will take you through this. All right. So what is synonyms? Synonyms are words that have similar meanings, same meanings, may vary slightly in tone, degree, or formality. Remember, in English, there are no perfect synonyms. So you would have the near synonyms only. The key is to identify the closest meaning in the given context, not just the dictionary equivalent. Now, how do you solve? Of course, read the context, read the sentence, check the tone if there is a sentence. Check the tone. Is it formal, informal, positive, negative, literary? And then replace the word in that sentence. And if the sentence works, then remember both meaning and tone have to be right. Any words that are strong, too weak, unrelated, just eliminate that. Remember to keep the root words in mind because a lot of times the root words will have, an impact on the synonyms and antonyms. So register awareness, match the tone. Childish will not be equal to youthful, right? So keep these things in mind. Synonyms are rarely exact equivalents. Many are context bound. Like I said, focus on usage, tone, and collocation. Collocation is which words occur with which words. Build your synonym bank through reading and context exposure. Not rote list, but if you don't have time, well, rote list also. Hi, Animesh. All right, here's your first question. The manager gave a succinct summary of the report. Okay, so you're looking for a synonym closest in meaning to the highlighted word. So look for a synonym for succinct. Is it detailed, lengthy, brief, or elaborate? Come on, guys. Yes, Animesh, thank you. Yes, perfect. Succinct means brief. It can mean terse. It can mean short, right? And therefore, succinct. Correct answer is brief. Absolutely. Lengthy, detailed, and elaborate will all be antonyms for succinct. Okay. They can be also comprehensive, which is detailed. You got detailed there. All right, let's look at the second question. Identify the word that does not belong to the group. Is it erudite, learned, scholarly, or ignorant? Yes, Abhigyan. Very good. Come on, guys. What is the word that does not belong to this group? Is it erudite, learned, scholarly, and ignorant? Which of these? Ignorant. Yes, very good. You got it absolutely right. Erudite, learned, and scholarly are people who are educated, right? These are people who already know a lot of things. So, ignorant will be the odd one out. You could have also had foolish, silly, ignoramus, and other such words as synonyms to ignorant. All right, let's take a look at the third question. Choose the word that is closest in meaning to the highlighted word. Again, the word bellicose is closest in meaning to peaceful, warlike, gentle, or humble. Which of these is the correct answer? Yes, bellicose comes from the root word bellu or belly, which means war. And therefore, if someone is bellicose, then they are always ready to fight. There's another word which is very close, which is belligerent. Then you also have the words pugnacious or acrimonious. Right? These are all people who are always fighting. Okay, so belligerent, pugnacious, acrimonious, warlike, bellicose, these are all synonymous. Huh? Antonym, of course, are pacifist, peaceful, quiet, serene, right? All of those will be antonyms. All right, let's look at the next one. Her meticulous planning left no room for error. Meticulous, and what does that mean? Come on, guys. We will do synonyms, antonyms, we will do compound words also. Yeah, so meticulous, of course, means very careful, right? So, therefore, precise is the correct answer, not careless, not superficial, not random. Precise, careful, cautious would be the right answers. Painstaking is such a lovely word for this. Painstaking. Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. Select the odd one out. Loquacious, garrulous, taciturn, or talkative. Yes, Bhavesh, very good. So, what is the odd one out among these four? Is it loquacious? Is it garrulous? Is it talkative? Is it taciturn? Come on, guys. What do these words mean? Locu, the root Loqu or Locu means to talk, right? So, loquacious is someone who's very talkative. Same as garrulous and same as talkative. So these three are synonyms. Taciturn, which means someone who speaks less, who's very reserved, right? Very terse, very pithy, right? Very curt. So these are all synonyms to taciturn. So the odd one out will be taciturn. All right. Find the synonym of ebullient. Is it lively, indifferent, depressed, or apathetic? Yes, very good, guys. Okay. Question number 6, ebullient. What does this mean? So somebody was ebullient on getting a good result or a good report card. Essentially, that means very happy. So ecstatic, rapturous, oops, happy, joyful, lively, all of these. Indifferent, depressed, and apathetic are very, very different words. Indifferent and apathetic means uncaring. Depressed, of course, is someone who is not happy. So, therefore, let's look at the next question. Astute observation. The scientists' astute observations change the course of research. What are these astute observations that we're talking about? Foolish, sharp, honest, or slow. Yeah. Astute, of course, means wise. Okay. Or sagacious. Okay. And therefore, the correct answer will be sharp. Not foolish, not honest, and not slow. Please understand, honest is not a synonym to astute. Honest means someone who does not steal money, who's very fair, who doesn't cheat. That's different from being astute, wise, sagacious, clever. Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. Select the odd one out among these four: benevolent, kind hearted, malevolent, and charitable. Now, I know that the root words ben or bon mean good, and the root word mal means bad. So clearly, I know this is a positive word, this is a negative word. Kind hearted is also a positive word, charitable is also a positive word. So there is only one word which is negative in tone. So I'm able to use the tone here to eliminate or to identify my answer, which is going to be malevolent. So sometimes you can use the tone of the word also. Okay. All right, the next one, aberration. What does aberration mean? Is it deviation, perfection, harmony, or certainty? What is aberration? Aberration means something that is not normal. So it is abnormal. It is strange. It is different. Okay. So therefore, not perfection, not harmony, not certainty. It is deviation. Okay. And that's your correct answer. All right. Question number 10. His profound understanding of literature amazed everyone. What do you mean by profound? Yeah, profound means very deep, very grave, very serious. Okay, having depth. So therefore, answer will be deep, not shallow, not limited, not average, which are antonyms to the same word, right? All right, let's look at the next one. Okay, so the answers are already here. We know what the answers are. Okay. Antonym, of course, you understand are words that have opposite meanings. They can be gradable, so they can vary by degree. There are some complementary opposites. So, for example, alive and dead, buy and sell. Okay. So, you know how to identify all the antonyms. Okay, here you are. Choose the word that is opposite in meaning to the highlighted word. His speech was florid and full of embellishment. Is it ornate, simple, decorative, or showy? If it is full of embellishment, it is very flowery, right? So therefore, this also will be in the same line. So therefore, ornate is synonymous, decorative is synonymous, showy is synonymous. So answer will be simple. Florid means very flowery, very decorate, excessively decorated. Okay. Copious. The word copious, tell me what should copious mean? Come on, guys. Okay, Abhigyan has given me an answer as option number 2. Copious means lots. So abundant is a synonym, right? Plentiful is a synonym. Generous is a synonym. These are all synonyms. We are looking at antonym, which is scanty. Okay, very less. So exiguous. Okay, very little. Choose the word opposite in meaning. Oops, to what? Odd one out. You're trying to identify the odd word out. Okay, authentic, genuine, counterfeit, and real. So, what will be the odd one out? Come on, guys. Is it authentic, genuine, counterfeit, or real? Of course, authentic is positive, genuine and positive. Counterfeit is fake, so negative. Real is positive. So, the answer will be counterfeit, right? All right. The politician's equanimity was tested during the heated debate. So, if it is a heated debate, people are fighting. So, it should be acrimonious. And something was tested, that means it was not acrimonious, right? So, look for something which says not acrimonious. So, this calmness is a synonym, composure is a synonym, balance is a synonym. So, the only one that will be an antonym will be agitation. Okay. All right, question number 5. What is the synonym of transient? Transient means something that is changing, that is short lived, that is ephemeral, right? So, temporary will be a synonym, fleeting will be a synonym, short lived will be a synonym. Permanent is the antonym, and therefore your correct answer. Benevolent, kind, cruel, and compassionate. Come on, guys. Let's do this. So, benevolent is a positive word, kind is a positive word, cruel is a negative word, compassionate is a positive word. So, therefore, cruel becomes the odd one out. By simply identifying the tone of the words, you can find your answers. Okay, what's the opposite to audacious? Audacious behavior offended the elder. So, this is a negative word, right? So, brave is a positive one, timid is weak. Negative word. Adventurous is a positive word. Bold is a positive word. So I'm only looking at timid or weak. Audacious means very bold or brave. Right? So antonym has to be timid or weak or timorous. All right. Fortuitous is opposite to accidental, deliberate, sudden, or lucky. Fortuitous means something that is by chance, it is through serendipity. Right? Chance se ho raha hai. So therefore, deliberate will be the odd one out. That's the one that is planned. All right. Question number 9. The tone of the article was sardonic, not sincere. Sardonic means deprecatory, mocking. So therefore, mocking, sarcastic, ironic will all be synonyms. Kind will be the antonym. All right, let's look at question number 10. Transparent, opaque, translucent, or clear. Come on, guys. The snap sessions are happening Mondays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Do make sure you're joining in till snap 1 p.m. And you know the cat sessions, the timing has shifted. The cat is on Mondays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Right? So do make sure you're joining in. All right. So transparent, opaque, translucent, and clear. The only one that will be clear, that is the odd one out. The rest, some sort of light is broken or not allowed to go. All right. Let's take a look at the next set. All right, let's take a look at fillers. Fillers could test you on words, on idiomatic expression, on prepositional phrases, on collocations. Read the whole thing, understand the theme and tone. Look at the grammar clues, articles, verbs, prepositions, right? Context, understand the context, and then try and fill up the sentences. Okay, here is your questions. Let's take a look. So the court ruled dash favor of the petitioner. All right, come on, Bhavesh, Swadi, Abhigyan, Anuvanshika. Ruled in favor of the petitioner. We know in favor of someone means favoring them. So therefore, correct answer is 1. Her novel is both something in style and something in theme. Okay. Both simple in style and complex in theme, elegant in style, profound in theme, dull in style and ordinary in theme, light and trivial. So I'm looking for words which are in the same line, right? So dull and ordinary, no, light and trivial. There's nothing called light in style, right? So elegant and profound can be the only set of words that you will fit here. So is both elegant in style, again positive words, and profound in theme, which means very sincere. All right, let's look at the next one. Despite his injuries, he remained something throughout the ordeal. So the word despite tells me that the thoughts are positive. So this was a negative one, this one is a positive thought. So he remained something during the ordeal. So calm is positive, furious is negative, despairing is negative, hysterical is negative. So calm. Okay, this is how you can check your answers, guys. Okay. Question number 4. All right, so you have to fill in all of these conjunctions, prepositions, and so on. So I know the match ended in a draw. There's only one option with in a draw, right? There's not for a draw, there's no at a draw, there's no with a draw. So therefore, despite the heavy rain, the match continued despite the players' discomfort and ended in a draw. So that's your correct answer. There was no other option that you could fit in. One blank filled all the answers. Question number 5 is not only intelligent, what else? I know not only is paired with, but also. So your conjunctions are either or. These are my pair conjunctions. Either or, neither, nor, not, but, no sooner than, hardly, when, rarely, when, scarcely, when. Okay. So therefore not only but also work together. The CEO's comments were dash offensive and dash inappropriate. Okay. Tell me what the answer should be here. Yeah. Were deeply offensive and entirely inappropriate. That's your answer. Okay, many rural traditions are slowly dying out. Okay, not dying up out, not dying off out, not dying away. Dying out. Again, phrasal use. The inspector was suspicious of the man's behavior, not about, not for, not with. Suspicious of. Again, this is a very simple usage of a preposition with some word. If you go to your grammar book, these usages of prepositions are there. These are collocations. So the new intern worked with enthusiasm but without experience. So he didn't have experience, right? So with enthusiasm and without experience. He left the meeting dash hesitation, dash his phone and dash to anyone. He left the meeting without hesitation. Okay, so I'm eliminating this. Forgetting his phone and without speaking to anyone, right? So therefore, best answer option 4. All right, let's take a look at concept of compound words, guys. Now, this set of words, guys, compound words are essentially made up by joining 2 or more words to create a new meaning. For example, toothbrush, sunlight, mother-in-law, high speed. Okay, now the meaning may be literal, may be figurative or metaphorical, whatever. There are 3 types of compound words. You have the closed compound, which are written as one word. For example, notebook, policeman. You have hyphenated compounds where you use a hyphen, so mother-in-law, well known. Or you have open compound, the words are written separately but they are used together. So post office, living room, such like things. Okay. So these are 3 different types of compound words. So of course they will ask you mostly to identify what is a compound word. Okay. So remember this. Okay. What is the correct formation of the compound word toothpaste? It is option number 2. Not toothpaste is incorrect. Don't put a hyphen, don't put a blank. Huh? Toothpaste will be written together. It's a closed compound. Let's look at the next one. Select the odd one out. Which of these is not a compound word? Yes, so bedroom is a compound word, policeman is a compound word, newspaper is a compound word. Happy is not a compound word, so that's going to be your answer. Okay. A well-known singer. Oh, this is such a ridiculous hyphenation, no? So, a well-known singer, this is the correct answer. The shop is in the downtown area. So, how do you spell downtown? Do you put it with a blank in between? Do you put a hyphen? Or is in the downtown? No, you need to have area with the downtown. Okay, so is in the downtown area. It is spelled without any blank in between. Okay, all right. Sunflower, rainfall, moonlight, and bedroom. Which of these is the odd one out? Hi, Abhilash. So nice to meet you. Good to have you there. Namesake. So sunflower is a compound word, rainfall is a correctly compounded word, moonlight is incorrectly compounded, there shouldn't be a space here. So therefore this is the odd one out. Bedroom is correctly compounded. So therefore moonlight. That's the odd one out. Okay, butterfly. What is butterfly? It's an insect, huh? Not flying butter, not bird, not winged flower. Okay. The class has an afternoon test with a blank, with a hyphen, without a blank, or a hyphen between noon and test. Which of these will be correct? The correct answer here is going to be afternoon without a blank. So therefore, option number 3, the class had an afternoon test. So again, you have to identify what is the compound word. Here, baby plus sitter make babysitter compound word, so eliminate. Crosswalk again. Happiness has happy and ness is the suffix. So therefore, this is the odd one out. Firefighter has prefix, so no. So best answer, happiness. All right. She resigned. No, she re-signed the contract, right? So she re-signed the contract, not resigned, not re-signed, not resigned. No. So the correct answer will be, so you're signing. So she signed the contract. She re-signed the contract. So that will be the correct answer. Okay, which compound word is used figuratively, not literally? So bedroom is literal, raincoat is literal, teacup is literal, deadline is figurative. Where is the deadline? It's just a metaphorical word, right? There's no line which is dead. You get it? All right, guys, very quickly recap the things that we've done today. Synonyms, which is contextual meaning. Okay, substitute and check the tone. Choose the near synonym with the wrong connotation. That will be a problem. Antonyms, polarity and meaning contrast. So positive, negative. Remember that you must verify the part of speech and the sense. There may be false, opposite, or multiple meanings, which is a common trap. Pillars, contextual logic and collocation will help you through. Read fully, predict, and then verify. Don't ignore connectors and don't ignore the tone. Compound words, word formation can be done in 3 ways. So please look for the correct word, meaning, literal interpretation, figurative interpretation, whatever it is, right? All right, if you have any questions regarding Snap, here is your turn to ask me. Remember, like I said, Snap sessions and CAT sessions happening Monday and Friday. Monday and Friday. Snap is happening at 1 p.m. CAT is happening at 8:30 p.m. Right? So in CAT, we will discuss RCs, VAs. Okay. In Snap, we are discussing grammar and vocab because that's what Snap is all about, right? So that, and of course, some reasoning we will do. So all of that. Okay, the new CL Muscled Up app is here. So if you wish to maximize your every minute of your preparation, download the Career Launcher app by using Google Play or iOS App Store, or you can simply scan the QR codes here. The first one, the top one for Android, and the second one for iOS. All right, so that brings us to the end of today's session, guys. Thank you so much. I hope it was helpful. I will see you tonight at 8:30 for the CAT session and Monday at 1 p.m. for the SNAP session. Bye-bye.